Hi, Tyler Interfidelity here. Today we're going to talk about the Bowers and Wilkins P3 headphone. This is a portable headphone. It goes for $199 in the US, currently available in the Apple stores. It's available in this color scheme, the darker color scheme, and then also a white or very light color scheme. I think this is a beautiful headphone. You're going to have to ignore the holes in the pads for the moment. We'll get back to that a little bit later. That's not the way they look. Normally there's fabric covering them. I thought the design of these headphones was very, very good indeed. These stainless steel stays here move very nicely and with just the right amount of friction in the headband. The headband has a rubber coating on a rubber piece on the outside that's very durable. When you lay them on the table, it touches on the rubber parts so that you won't see too much wear on these things over time. They seem very solidly built. All the fittings on here are metal and screwed into place. The ear pads are removable and they're magnetically attached. And they index on these two little pins right here. Just like their big brother, the P5 headphone, it has magnetically attached pads as well. And I've had these for quite some time now, and they work great. So these magnetically attached pads, at first I was kind of concerned about them, but after a while you realize that they work quite well. The cables are dual entry cables, so you have a cable going to each earpiece, and it goes up through this little track, as you can see, and then disconnects at this connector right here. It comes with two cables. They're 4 feet long. One of them is a plain cable, and the other has a Apple remote and microphone on it. The cables are nice and slender. I think a lot of people worry about cables that are this slender. You really can't tell the quality of a cable by how thin it is. These cables, like many cables today, appear to be designed so that they don't tangle very much, and so that the connectors are very small and slender and can go through the outer casing of a protective case of a portable playing device. And that they don't take up very much space when they're crunched together and for transport purposes. So I thought that the entire design of these headphones is very, very nice. They're quite comfortable to wear, extremely light. They don't provide much isolation, but more than I thought they would provide. But they're for sure not a headphone for very loud environments, trains, airplanes, cafeterias, and so on and so forth. The problem with these headphones is that the sound is substantially rolled off. The high frequency response is not nearly the kind of level that I would expect it to. They seem very centered around the lower mid-range, upper bass area, and quite loud there relative to the rest of the spectrum. And I heard them as very muffled sounding, and that's why I cut this material here to see where this muffled was coming from. And it appears that it's actually this foam in here that's absorbing too much of the high frequency energy. The B&W P5 I did a review on quite some time ago, and they are also not neutral. They are a warm sounding headphone, and they do also have a rolled off high, but it's done quite judiciously, and I think that for portable players and phones and tablets and those types of applications where you're likely going to be listening to streaming audio or telephone conversation where the audio may be harsh, I think it's fine to have a headphone with a bit of a warm tilt. I'm coming to the conclusion that neutrality isn't necessarily the thing to shoot for all the time. That in portable applications, a bit of warmth can be quite nice. And I think these headphones nail it. I love my P5s. These are $2.99. But I think they went too far in creating a warm headphone with the P3, and as such, I just can't recommend it. There's just not enough high frequency energy there. The odd thing is that if you take the pads off and press them up against your ears, like that, they sound amazingly good. And so I really hope B&W works on these a little bit more and gets the sound out of them that can be gotten, from what I can tell, because they would then be a very, very, very nice headphone indeed. So close, but not close enough. We'll see you next time.